Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Let's go ahead and dig into some of the stuff here. Let's start first with this here. This is from one of the viewers. The COMEX paper price for silver in New York is at 71, while the physical price, and this was yesterday, physical price in China is 89. The lease interest rate for the banks went up from 5% to 30%. So the banks can't buy silver. So they are pushing the price down. At some point, the physical price and the paper price have to meet. There is also a shortage of silver because Mexico, Peru, and Australia refuse to sell to the U.S. Another thing is that China refines 70% of all silver, and they have the upper hand on how much is exported to the U.S. Now keep in mind, this is all being scripted, okay? And so just remember that. And then, let's see here. And then, and then let's go to this here. I wanted to show you, like, on the news that the average person out there is seeing. So this is like world news on the from the phone here. So did Ukraine target Putin's residence, or is Russian claim a ploy to sway Trump? Well, it's all bullshit. As we know, Trump and Putin, Xi, and all the rest, they all get along. We know there is no war over in the Ukraine. And anyone with a brain would figure out that there's no way in the world that the Ukraine would ever take on Russia and have a chance. Anyway, so, and then, let's see, what else here? Hold on. So what evidence has Moscow provided? Well, nothing, because there is nothing going on. and then, I'm trying to see here. Hold on. I'm trying to get the latest on the news here, if possible. Oh, here we go. So, and then CBS News. U.S. military conducts 30th strike on alleged drug boat, killing 2 people. This was done a while ago. Everything, remember, the military is never going to tell us what they're doing or how they did it. Okay? Not going to happen. But this was done a while ago. And Venezuela was cleaned out a while ago too. There may be some left, some semblance of people left down there that are bad, but they're getting done in. And then Saudi ultimatum deepens its rift with Gulf rival UAE. No, there's no rival there. They all get along at this point, and they will continue to. And then 75% of U.S. adults may meet criteria for obesity under new definition, study finds. Ghost resorts, as hundreds of ski slopes lie abandoned, will nature reclaim the Alps? You know, eventually, I believe that a lot of this stuff will be reclaimed by nature. Yes. And then why millennials love prenups? Because they don't want to lose what they have. Georgia Power doubles down on gas amid soaring emissions. And the 12 symptoms of endocrinologists say you should never ignore. And then she drank 2.5 liters of water a day. Here's how it changed her skin and body. 5 subtle signs you're in a wealthy person's home. Well, probably as soon as you walked in, you knew, before you even walked in, you knew whose home you were going to walk into. Then the bowl game scheduled today, previewing the 3 college football matchups. That's a big deal, especially around here with Georgia. And then entertainment. Reality TV star arrested in connection with alleged sexual conduct with an animal. What a jerk. What a sick. And then all Bonnie Blue wants for Christmas is to break her personal, who knows, that's Hollywood, her personal record. And then, anyway, and then Heather's actress looks back at the Notorious album cover she did at age 14. Dabo Swinney isn't Clemson's problem. It's the quarterback and transfer portal. That transfer portal stuff is presenting a lot of problems for a lot of people. And anyway, that's the stuff that people are seeing. It's just all bullshit. It's just minutia to keep the average person busy, to keep their minds occupied about stuff that really doesn't matter. And that's why the sleepers are still asleep. Anyway, yeah, I mean, honestly. And then let me see here if there's anything on Real Raw News. Let's see if there's anything new. Yep, there is indeed. So, deep state actor flees United States to evade military arrest. You got it, George Clooney. And let me enlarge that a little bit here. So Hollywood superstar George Clooney has been granted French citizenship and and has fled to France to evade military arrest following a bombshell indictment charging him with treason and abetting the Biden regime. The 64-year-old actor, known for his suave roles in films like Ocean's 11 and his outspoken political activism, now finds himself at the center of a real-life drama that has sent shockwaves through Washington and Tinseltown alike. On Christmas Eve, Clooney and his wife boarded their recently delivered Gulfstream 800 at Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles and took to the skies, heading directly for Charles de Gaulle International Airport in Paris. Hours earlier, Clooney received word that France's President Emmanuel Macron, who has been switched out, had personally approved his citizenship application, which incidentally coincided with JAG unsealing an indictment charging the proof of life actor and a litany of high crimes dating back to the Obama years. Clooney was a longtime Obama confidant and a lifetime member of the Council of Foreign Relations, a shadowy globalist intelligence apparatus that often called for U.S. intervention in foreign affairs. JAG sources told Real Raw News that Clooney had been a CIA asset from 2009 until, at the behest of his masters, he excoriated Biden as incompetent and senile and endorsed Kamala Harris in July 2024. Before that, though, Clooney, in December of 2023, faked being stricken with COVID-19 in a failed bid to reinstitute mask and vaccine mandates. At the time, a melodramatic and allegedly bedridden Clooney claimed he had to direct the boys in the boat from his bed because the virus had left him bedbound. But it was a charade. While purportedly bedridden, Clooney had been spotted dancing the night away at La Frontera nightclub and dining with friends at 71 Above, an upscale LA eatery. According to our sources, big pharma corporations such as Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson paid the immensely wealthy actor tens of millions of dollars to feign illness after the pandemic had been exposed as a colossal fraud, and fewer people showed up at pharmacies and urgent care centers for vaccines, tanking big pharma's profits. Also, according to JAG documents reviewed by RRN, Clooney used his considerable influence and resources to support what prosecutors describe as subversive elements within the former Biden administration. Specifically, the charges claim that Clooney funneled millions through shadowy nonprofits to aid in what the indictment calls regime preservation efforts. During the tumultuous 2024 election cycle, these efforts purportedly included disinformation campaigns, illegal voter mobilization, and even covert communications with foreign entities sympathetic to the Democratic cause. George Clooney wasn't just a celebrity endorser. He was a key architect in propping up a failing administration. A JAG source told Real Raw News he was a Hollywood elitist who crossed the line from activism to sedition. The indictment details how Clooney's Lake Como villa in Italy served as a hub for secret meetings with Biden aides, where strategies were allegedly hatched to undermine electoral integrity. One explosive allegation involves Clooney's supposed role in abetting the Biden regime by providing logistical support for whistleblowers who leaked classified information to discredit opponents. Enter France. Sources close to the actor reveal that Clooney, who has long maintained a residence in the south of France and is married to British-Lebanese human rights lawyer Amal Clooney, expedited his application for French citizenship through a little-known cultural exemption clause. Macron, a self-proclaimed fan of Clooney's humanitarian work with the United Nations and his cinema accomplishments, personally fast-tracked the process. He's a traitor, and so is his wife, our source said. Next time they set foot in the U.S., we'll grab them both and ship them to Gitmo. We now have enough incontrovertible evidence to lock them up for life or get them hung. My guess is they're already gone. They've already been arrested. They may still be alive. They may not. Who cares? And who knows and who cares? So the fact is they're gone. That's the important part. And so anyway, it's as you all know, with Real Raw News, the military is not going to tell you, because this is controlled by the military. They're not going to tell you exactly how they did something. The overall picture here is the Clooneys are gone. So anyway, that is all for now. I want to thank you all for your support and thank you for supporting the sponsors of the channel. God bless you all and have a good day. Bye-bye now.